Hey guys, it's Matthew. Our teachers had our grade do a project called Genius Hour. Genius Hour is when students get to do the things they love. And what I love is I love baking. I love baking because I like to bake good food. And I thought I'd make you guys an earth cake. The earth cake I'll be making for you guys today is going to look really cool, and it's also going to taste really cool too. There'll be a lot of ingredients you'll need, so let's get started. Anytime you bake, you'll need a good recipe, and I have one right here. So let's talk about the things you'll need. So here's what you'll need. You're gonna need 4 eggs, 1 1/3 cup of butter, 1 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup of self-rising flour, 1 cup of almond meal, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, red and yellow food coloring. The molds you'll need will be a 3D sports ball pan set, a silicone sphere mold, and cake balls for the tiniest layer of the core. Now, let's get started. First thing you're going to do is whisk together your flours and almond meal. Next thing you're going to do is cream together your butter and sugar. I'm using a stand mixer, but you can also use a hand mixer. That works just fine. Now that's all mixed up, we're going to be adding in the eggs. You add each egg one at a time. Add an egg and then mix, add 1 egg and then mix. Don't forget to add in your vanilla extract. Now we're going to add our flour mixture in, just 1 scoop at a time. Now for our final step, we're going to add in our yellow food coloring. Just a reminder, this is enough for 1 batch. We need to make 2. I have 1 off to the side, which I dyed red. Now that our butter cake is done, we're gonna spoon it into our molds. But since this mold is flimsy, we're gonna have a cake pan under it so it has some stability when it is put in the oven. Now you're going to take your cake balls and wiggle them in. Now that I'm all done, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees and we're going to pop them in for 30 minutes. So now that your molds are out of the oven, you're going to pick your 2 favorite, and you're always going to have 1 just in case for extra. And you're going to pick after you pick your 2 favorite, you're going to come over to your pan set, and you're going to grease it with vegetable shortening. You can't use grease or the spray grease, or you can't use butter. It's the directions say you have to use shortening. Now that these pans are all greased, we're going to fill our mold about 75% full with our red butter batter. So now what you're going to take your spoon and create a little pocket or hole so that you can set your yellow cake you just made into it without it being that hard to push it down in it. Now these are going to go back into the oven for 45 minutes to an hour. While those are baking, you're going to be using sugar sheets to cut out all the continents in their Now that our cakes are cooled and have completely chilled, you're going to take a sharp cutting knife and level them so they can stack on top of each other. Now that we have both of our cakes are leveled, we're going to take a thin layer of icing and spread it onto the middle so they can hold together. Now that your cakes are assembled, you're going to take blue buttercream icing and frost it all over the globe to make it look like water. Now you take your cutout continents that are made from the sugar seeds and put them on the cake. And now our earth cake is complete.